Okay, so now that we've talked about random sampling, let's talk about random assignment. So random assignment, when you run an experiment, you can't randomly choose your subjects, right? People have to volunteer to be a part of your experiment. Nobody is getting forced against their will to like eat dog food and see if that affects a human. Like nobody wants to do that. Well, some people maybe want to do that, but you have to ask for people, like people have to volunteer to be a part of experiments. So instead of randomly selecting your sample, instead you randomly assign people in your experiments to different groups. So for example, and I apologize of this kind of odd picture here that we have, but we are talking about a experiment where we're looking at helping people who are going bald get some more hair back. So an experiment will test the effectiveness of a new lotion that claims to prevent hair loss in men who are going bald. Our volunteers are 150 balding men who have agreed to try this product. We need to divide them into 3 groups. The subjects in group A will apply the lotion twice a day. Those in group B will apply it once a day, and we'll give the men in group C a placebo. Remember, a placebo is a fake item that we know does not do what we are testing, but so that the people in that group don't know they're in a control group. So lotion that looks the same but is known to have no effect on hair loss. So our question, how would you use random numbers from a computer calculator or random number table to randomly assign each participant to groups A, B, and C? Okay, so I would use a list of random digits and skip all the zeros, assign each man a number from 1 to 9. So the reason we can't use the same process as before is we have 150 balding men. So that means we have some 1-digit numbers, some 2-digit numbers, and some 3-digit numbers, and that really overcomplicates things because before we can make our 1-digit numbers 2 digits by just putting a 0 in front of them, but it's a little hard to do that for all the other numbers. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to assign each man a number between 1 and 9. And any man whose number is 1, 2, or 3 is going to go in group A. Any man with 4, 5, or 6 is going to go in group B. And all the others group C, so 7, 8, and 9. This should result in 3 groups of about 50 men each. So if we look at a random number table, do I have one? Sorry. Let's copy that. Copy. And paste it there. Okay. So looking, oh, that's funny that didn't move down. Okay, so looking at our random numbers here, I just messed up everything. Try that again. Okay, we're not going to mess with it. Okay, so looking at our random numbers here, we're going to go through here and we have to do this with 150 men. So I'm not going to have us do it all the way. I'm just going to kind of let you see what happens. So the first person, that number is 2, that goes in group A. Number 6 goes in group B. Number 9 goes in C. 7 goes in C. 5 goes in B, and you get the idea. So we would keep going, keep going, keep going. One thing we need to take into consideration, it wants about 50 in each group because we want our groups to be even. So in case you end up with like 70 men in one group, you would want to try again and make sure that you're getting about 50 in each group because you want your groups to be pretty much the same size. But so far, Group A has 1 person, Group B has 2 people, and Group C has 2 people. So you would just keep going with this random generator, looking at the numbers and putting men into groups until you get all the way to 150 total people.